This is Snoozy Boy. We are in a form that generally is not really taken very often, which is just me kind of just explaining my thoughts, giving exactly what's going on in my mind, and just letting things go as I'm thinking it. You can take this video and put it in the background as audio. There's really not gonna be too much going on. I'm going to try and keep everything to being explained at least through an audio format as much as possible. Like screenshots or something like that I'm gonna throw in, but for the most part you won't need to click on this video to get all the information. It should just generally come around from me just explaining myself. At the point of recording this, it is in fact 10:47 p.m. on July the 8th of 2021, and I should be posting this video tomorrow on Friday, because today is Thursday, so Friday is tomorrow, obviously. And this video is just kind of like a goal for myself and a kind of like me stress testing and seeing if I can actually make things work the way that I want them to, which make things work the way that I want them to really is just me kind of like changing my life around. So what do I mean by changing my life around? I mean, let's just kind of start with the basics, right? You know, I live in a house. Most people can attest to that. I know that there are a lot of people who really can attest to living in a house. I used to live in an apartment complex whenever I was much younger. But for the most part, I've spent a lot of time living in a household, and it is a blessing to do as such, but I know that things like that are not permanent. And permanence is something that I really wanted to kind of like address, to put on the forefront, because I thought about it for a long time. I thought about it. Ow. Ooh, fuck. Shit. Ow, fuck. Oh. Okay. Pro tip: don't move your head cap thing. Damn. Okay. It tugged up against my ear piercing, and now it's bleeding. Shit. I'll be right back. Pro tip, once again, do not irritate your ear piercings if you can manage it. I now have a little bit of tissue paper just so that if I feel like I'm having it bleed a little bit more, I can just kind of throw it on there, or just in general, if I need to do anything, I'll have that going. What was that sentence? If I need to do anything, I'll have this to help me, but just in general, I should be fine. That's much better. Anyway, so okay, I literally have all the notes that I want to talk about this video right here. Oh, it should be right there in the context of the screen. If you saw the screen, you would understand, but like right there are all my notes. But anyway, I actually, the video that you're seeing right now is just a live stream of just ocean waves, because I was like, okay, my webcam is not like set to the dimensions of like 1920 to 1080, so I'm just gonna do this and it's fine. Anyway, so one of the greatest problems that I've had coming from just like school, and really just school, like high school, college, anything like that, was that I spent a lot of my time doing nothing. And what I mean by doing nothing is that like I just sit down, watch some YouTube videos, watch some more YouTube videos, then, you know, time would come around, it's like 4 a.m, I need to wake up for school at 8 a.m, or even 5 a.m, so I either just don't go to sleep, or I like wake up after like 3 hours of rest, or like 1 hour of rest, and just try to make it work from there. Then school sucks and I hate it, and I experience burnout. And right now I'm 19 years old, and life is not going to get any easier for me. You're not getting a sponsorship until you're not getting your name shown for this water bottle until I get a sponsorship. Until I get a sponsorship, I will just know that this is some waddled butter. Anyway, I'm from school, and school basically the way that I experienced it was that everything was just try to force myself to get to school. If it sucks, it sucks, and you know, life goes on from there. And that's not how you're supposed to live life. It's supposed to end up being ultimately enjoyable. But the problem is, a work-life balance is not easily, or it's not easily given, but it is very much feasible. So, instead of worrying about that kind of stuff, I want to fix the problems that I've made for myself in the past. So, you know, I want to try and turn things around because there's really no better time to start than now. You know, I'm still young and I don't have many responsibilities, but later on in life, I will definitely get a lot more opportunities. A lot more opportunities to do things, but I'll also have a lot more things that I have to be on top of. A lot more things I have to be worried about, and a lot more things that I have the responsibilities. Right now I have really nothing to worry about except for this YouTube streak and my job. Now, I understand that some people coming onto this video will have no clue who I am or what I do. I'm just gonna say real quick, I am Snoozy Boy. I stream on Twitch, play video games. This is just like one of my off videos, because I just want to try and see if it works, see if I like this kind of like YouTube style. And you know, if you'll find me normally like outside of this kind of context, you'll find me playing games like Apex Legends, Darkest Dungeon, and like I've played a shit ton of Overwatch back in the past, but I don't think I'm gonna do that until much later. But like for now, I'm just kind of like testing out games and seeing how things go. Testing out games and see how things go. See, I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm just gonna drop the whole VOD. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be ass, but that's okay. That's okay, because at some point, some like person on like some motivational YouTube video is gonna like see that, like, I don't know, I was like awkward and insecure, and they're gonna put it there, and then like, I don't know, 5 years down the road, I'm gonna have like 15 billion subscribers, and they're all gonna be like, oh my gosh, look where he came from, so insecure, and now he's a bajillionaire. Anyway, see, that's what having no friends does you. It teaches you how to talk to yourself. Anyway, so the greatest chance to fix things, as I've come to understand, is to start immediately. There's no better way to get things done than to try and get them done as soon as possible. And for the most part, most people can handle doing that in OW. They can handle that in the now, and for me, that also includes handling that in the now. There's no time that's better to fix problems than now, because there will really be no other perfect time to do them. People are always waiting for the perfect time. You know, I'll have the perfect time to, you know, make this video, have the perfect time to write this paper. There's no perfect time. You just have to work on it a little bit at a day, a little bit at a time out of the day. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start slowing down so I don't stumble upon my words. Even if I sound a little stupid, it's okay. Anyway, so the most important thing for me to do is to figure out what I want to do and how it's going to get done. So I kind of developed these like two philosophies going along, and I'm gonna skip through my notes and get to what I've been trying to do this entire time. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna see if I can get this, not that one. I'm gonna get this notepad file up, actually. Let me see, do I have it? Shit, let me do this then, fuck. There we go, cool. Put me right there, put this right here, expand excuse me, I'm not gonna have you take up my entire space. I need to have some space for my face. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, this is what I've written down. Let me put that right. Let me make you a little bit smaller, make you a little bit bigger, and boom. Alright, so like I was saying, where was I right now? So I skipped way all the way down here. Where is it? Right here. Eat the food at home, and the other one is just to like, I'll get to the other one. It's gonna take me a minute to get here, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. So I have to come in to the plot of wanting to change my life around with some goals and some metrics to kind of like score and grade and rule what I'm doing versus kind of like what I'm intending to have happen. So, you know, I don't want to be that kind of guy who just sits around and like complains about not really being able to get anything done while also having a shit ton of free time. Because right now, one of the things I have been blessed with is a shit ton of free time, and it's hard to use that free time properly. Because what I'd usually do in the past is I'd get some free time, and then I would be so not used to having it that I would spend my entire free time freaking out about how I should spend my free time. It's insane, but it's something that I've been used to doing. You know, I used to do theater too, and that would eat through my free time a lot. I would be getting home at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon and not really have that much time after to get work done, and then, you know, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and start from there. And with that being the case, I would need to find some way to like spend it, or like to properly use it, and then I wouldn't know what that looks like, because it's rare that there would be like a canceled rehearsal or something. But whenever there was one that was canceled, I just kind of sat around. I'm going to declare right now that there's going to be a change that involves, first of all, my sleep. So generally I've seen from a couple of like I don't know, people just making content about how to change your life around and how to form good habits. They talked about how one of the best things to do in order to change your habits is to focus on something really simple. Focus on something that you can do. Focus on something that just has like a kind of like globe around it. So for example, some people choose eating healthier. So like, for example, if I wanted to do that, I would say, okay, I'm not gonna eat at McDonald's every day anymore. I'm not gonna try those chicken nuggets. That bacon quarter pounder is not worth it. That cheese is not worth it. And then from there, you know, I eat the healthy food, I feel healthier, then I start exercising. Because I'm so healthy and have all this energy, I actually feel motivated to get some other thing done, and then that motivation leads to other motivation, this, that, and the other. I've killed God. So instead, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to instead focus on sleep. Because if I can start thinking about sleep less of like, you know, I can't get work done during this time, so I have to like be as efficient as possible, and just think this is my time to recharge, my time to actually like make my work even better, kind of like a multiplier in like a video game, then I will definitely have other changes that improve my life. So what I mean by like a multiplier in a video game, so like if you're reaching like a combo in like some rhythm game, or like you have like a score going, and you're being consistent, like your points will like go up over time, because they'll be increased by multiplier. So like for me, if I were to have like lots of rest and lots of rejuvenation, like my body will like grant me like a little bit extra multiplier to make my points better, so I'll get more stuff done through the day. because usually I sleep like 5 to 6 hours, and that's why I have these big old bags right here. And I mean, in a sense of like just feeling accomplished, it definitely makes me feel accomplished to have them, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make me feel any better of a person, nor does it really help me in the long run. So instead, I'm going to have to work hard to try and change that and have a more consistent sleep schedule. Consistency is in fact key. People are not fucking around whenever they say consistency is key. It is utterly insane to think that I could have been doing this for years now and that I've only chosen now to do it. But then that would, make me feel like I'm a failure. And that's not what I'm trying to do either. What I'm trying to say is that the other times that I failed, I kind of like can think back and say, what did I do wrong here? What could I have done differently here? And maybe after learning from those situations, I can determine what I should be doing instead to make the chances of me doing this way more likely, and the chances of me getting this goal finished way more feasible, way more possible. Now, like I said, I'm going to focus on one thing. I have a bunch of other things I want to do, but I'm going to try and focus on one thing. If any fucking else thing does not work out, it has to be the sleep. And so what I want to do is I want to try and follow this breathing exercise for the first 6 weeks. It says apparently this like Army veteran by the name of Sharon Ackerman came up with this breathing technique you can do where you relax your entire face, you drop your shoulders to release the tension, you relax your face, relax your legs, relax your whole body. You think of something really nice and like relaxing that doesn't really get you to think too much. You just kind of like turn off that and you stop making the muscles in your face and your body involuntarily twitch because you're so busy thinking about, oh, I have this terrible day at work tomorrow, this guy cursed me out, I really want to whoop him, I want to really whoop his ass. Like, instead of worrying about that, you just focus on not thinking. You can even say the words don't think in your head for over and over, and after 10 seconds of not thinking, you just fall asleep. And apparently has a 96% success rate, and this is going to be the first video in like a 6-week part where I try to give progress on this and see how things go. Now, this will in fact catch up on the video that I'll be doing for like, every Friday that I try to post one, which y'all like Snoozy content. You're gonna get multiple kinds of Snoozy content, so you can't be mad. It was going to be a Darkest Dungeon video, which that's still going to come out. It's just the fact that I'm currently in the process of making it, and this one's a lot easier to make, and I feel like a lot more effective because, for me, I don't want all of my content to just be video games. It would be absolutely wonderful if I could just be known as like the guy that plays a lot of video games, but it doesn't really match up with what I intend to have in the first place. A lot of people, I try to... There we go. A lot of people I try to inspire and influence to be different and do better. And so I feel like if I can put my money where my mouth is, I'll be a lot better off, and I will have a lot better chance of actually getting shit done. And also, I'll be speaking from a point of reference. So if somebody were having trouble with this one specific problem, I could be like, I got you. It's one of my kind of goals to do. Anyway, speaking of goals, I want to be a successful YouTuber/influencer in the next 2 to 5 years. I feel like by that time I would, have in general this idea of what I want to do for the rest of like my time on the internet. I don't want to be like that guy who's sitting around like playing video games with like, acne bumps on his face at like 30 years old. And this is in no means me saying that like playing video games until you're 30 is a bad idea. It's just the fact that like I am super into the internet, and I don't want to be like that forever. I want to have other responsibilities and other things that come out so that I can instead look at it from a outside perspective and live vicariously through anybody else that's doing that. mostly because for me it's going to end up being the healthiest. Right now I have to, because I'm a fucking influencer. I can't just get away from it. But what I can do is keep myself from experiencing burnout. In any case, in order to do that and to do those things, I want to start building habits that will fix problems that will come along later, or at least prevent them, which that is the strongest, most effective way to fix your problems, is just to prevent them in the first place. If I can prevent the issue of, not having good sleep, not really eating right, not prioritizing certain things, or not knowing how to do so, then later on I won't have that as an issue to worry about. Anyway, so this right here, tack list onto wall. So I've kind of come to experience that with the way that my brain works, it's hard for me to keep everything inside of here, right? My brain is like so good at processing. It's like I have like extra RAM in my brain. There's this guy, his name is Healthy Gamer GG, or at least that's his YouTube channel, and he was talking about this, and it was really effective because it just kind of hit. My brain's so good at processing things, like I just have extra RAM in my brain, and so if I can somehow like take the stuff that my brain is focusing on with that extra RAM and let it go and let it, do its job, and the more important things that I can't constantly be focusing on is somewhere else, then I'll be good to go. For example, my wallet and my car key sitting inside of a cubby. That way I don't have to worry about it being anywhere else. It is only in this fucking spot right there next to the TV. That's all it is. It's right over there. It's literally nowhere else. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call the first one Eat the Food at Home, the second one Do Your Dailies. That's the list. That's the goal. All right, so Eat the Food at Home, I'll talk about that in a minute, and then Do Your Dailies. Like I have listed here, I want to do this as a full-time job. I personally enjoy the fun that comes around with like seeing my friends succeed in an internet platform, or like a streaming platform / like content creation platform. And I also like making connections in the first place. I think it makes me a better person because generally, like physically going to locations and getting to know people there is very hard. But if I'm on the internet, half of the battle is just going there. I've met people around the world that I never would have been able to talk to just because I just sat in a Discord server for like 3 hours, and then boom, somebody that's like a wonderful, inspiring, nice, sweet person has talked to me, and like now my life is better because of them. It's happened to me to get me where I am right now, and it's happened enough where like it's making things work, and I'm getting a lot of stuff done, and like I meet a lot of people. Like I met a lot of friends that I have that also stream, just because like I just streamed and I just was around and like doing stuff in communities and just being active in Discord and stuff like that. And so from there, that's what's allowed me to make it thus far, and I want to see where this thing goes. If I can reach those people and convince them to do those things, like Alice, the fucking dog TikTok. I want another fucking dog TikTok. You know what? We're gonna check it right now. Alice Moonflower, goddammit, I want a dog TikTok. All right, I want a dog TikTok. Fucking hell. Let me see real quick. Yes, we're checking this live. Alice Moonflower, you have one. I want to see more dog TikTok videos, Alice. I want to see them. There's one. You have one. It is there. I'll give it to that one. It is there. But anyway, so those small things they stack up. If I can do a little bit of work here, a little bit of work there, a little bit of work there, then I'll be able to be successful. But that's the problem, is that I've also done little work here, little work there, little work here, little work there, but it's been bad work. It's been things that have brought me down, like the burnout and just the bad habits with school and things like that. So I'm taking a break right now. I cannot take a break forever. I can't sit around like till I'm 40, 50 years old saying, now is the time I'm gonna get my life on track. If I do whenever I'm young and I have time to make mistakes, everything will be absolutely wonderful. I can actually very realistically imagine my life changing for the better in 2 years. Most people do not have that opportunity, and most people that I know have never had the ability to think like that. I can have my life turn around before I'm 25. That's insane. I can make more money in a month than most people make in like a year. And it's not me being selfish. I'm not trying to make this seem like, I want to mooch off people's money and like they're only there to give me money. It's just the fact that I'm trying to look at this in the most objective way possible. There's no way for me to consistently do this without at least expecting some financial return. Otherwise, there's no way that I'm going to be able to continue moving forward, making better videos and putting out more content to end up making better videos and make more content. It's money, content to get more money to make more content. And that's kind of what I'm going for there. My voice cannot reach out to everybody if I cannot get my voice out to everybody. And the only way to get to everybody is to continue making this content until the point it starts making me money. And then from there, this, that, and the other. But still, I'm trying to keep this as philosophical as possible. I don't want to really talk about money too much because it's not very easy to get it down and to talk about it without it seeming like I'm just being manipulative. So just know I'm not in it for the money. I do not care about the money. Just understand that I care way more about trying to reach as many people as possible and show people that this kind of lifestyle is possible. The lifestyle where you get things done, and not the lifestyle get things done. Just trying to show these people that being happy, not being happy, that living life within your means, or at least getting things done, is a lot easier than you think it is. Because at least for me, right here, biggest blocker for me is mental. Not everything is going to keep me down physically, like I have right here. I have work, and I have a lot of free time after work. The max I've worked is a 30-hour work week, and that's just 30 hours. School used to be 40 hours, so high school, or college was just full time, literally 12 hours a day. But anyway, I'm used to having a lot of work time and not a lot of free time, and now that I have come around it, it is scary to think that I'm gonna spend more time wasted doing this whenever I could actually just enjoy myself for the longer run. So instead, I'm going to make this change right now and make this video as a promise to myself and everybody else who watches me, to see that this is possible and to see that I can do this. In any case, this is not for everybody. I'm only making this because personally I have these obstacles and these blockers. It will be different for everybody else, but just in general, the idea is the same. Not everybody has a house and a means of transportation. I'm still working towards getting my license, so right now I can't really get anything going for myself. I don't even have the ability to pay for insurance yet, so that's something that I'm still struggling with. But still, I'm trying to make it work. And I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to get it to work and to get it to work means that I would have to take the steps necessary to make sure that these things can run, the basic necessities: nutrition, sleep, and social life. So, you know, people make the joke about in college you have to balance having sleep, a social life, and having good grades. You can only choose two of those things, and that's not true at all. It's just the fact that whenever you're so young, you think that these things are only possible. I still had a certain amount of free time at college. It was just that I didn't know how to use it. Thus, again, taking a break. I'm gonna come back if I really need to, which I'm hoping I do not need to. And instead, we just go from there. But yeah, to make any of this happen, right? To make this dream work, to be a successful influencer, I have to start with the small things, which is why I'm starting out with the sleep. But there's other things I want to do. So the most important thing right now is to use my free time properly. And this is the first bit of my philosophy, which is eat the food at home. So like, there are a lot of, oh yeah, right here, no more web surfing. If I want to watch something, I watch an anime or a movie. It's hard to cut cold turkey, but it's definitely easier than just saying I'll do it tomorrow. Because if I constantly was just sitting on YouTube for however long that I usually watch it for, and I just say, oh, I'll fix myself tomorrow, I'll never fix it. Now let me see something real quick. So screen time, I was on my phone allegedly for 4 hours and 18 minutes. So of that time, it was 2 hours and 27 minutes of YouTube, an hour 38 minutes of Discord, and 15 minutes of Spotify, with pretty much nothing left for the other ones. And that is utterly insane. I should not need to open up YouTube 83 times and open up Discord 65 times in a day. It should be instead that, check it every once in a while and go from there. And at least whenever I watch anime or watch movies, my time feels a bit more used properly, because at least from there I can have like a conversation about something, right? Like I'm making and it's hypocritical because I'm making YouTube content. I'm just saying that I can't watch any more YouTube videos. But I was watching this Mr. Beast video that he made a long time ago, where he was talking about how the people who really want to make this YouTube thing work can't sit around and just watch other people's YouTube videos, because they're making their dreams come true. I think it's very profound and very true. And at least if I were to sit around and watch an anime, read a manga, or watch a movie, then from there I actually have something a bit more that I can talk about. Like if I were to talk about, I watched like X, Y, and Z's video today, it's not something you can really have a conversation about. But if I were to say, I watched Akira, or I watched, Your Lie in April, people exist who watch that and will have something to say about it. Those kind of things have a lot more substance to it, a lot more time that was implemented into it, and those things generally, I feel like, lead for me to feel like I've used my time more properly. Watching shorts or meme videos for 4 hours a day, I feel like I've done nothing. If I've watched 7 episodes of an anime, that's 2 or 3 hours, and I'm almost halfway done with the whole series. There's so much more that I can do and more that I can think about than just funny videos. And if I were to watch 2 or 3 episodes of something like One Piece, then at some point I'd actually finish it or get caught up. I'm on episode 517 right now, but I'm gonna switch over to reading the manga because Jesus Christ, the episodes would be insane for me to try and watch through. Manga's just gonna read a lot faster. Anyway, this is very important right here. I know my time is limited and I won't have this much free time forever, so I have to be proactive. Being proactive is going to ensure that whenever I don't have what I have right now, I instead will know what to do. So, if I have like a 12-hour work day, I'm not gonna have the energy to sit around and like get other things done, like maybe maybe make a YouTube video. So at least now, I've gotten a YouTube video out. So let's get into this theoretical, right? I have like videos prepared, and I come home from a 12-hour workday working somewhere, and I have no time or no energy to actually make a video. So what I do instead is I take the video that I made the other day, slap it up on my YouTube channel, and it's like the schedule hasn't been broken whatsoever. That kind of thinking and forward thinking is what's going to lead to me surviving on this platform for a long time. That and just making more content, because I only have like 5 videos out. But anyway, so one of the most important things to do, do the dailies. That was the second one. Eat the food at home and do the dailies. So eat the food at home. I always kind of like think that I don't have anything to watch or anything to do, so watching the anime, watching the movies would help. But it's also important for me to do my dailies. So like basically, let me explain. So I watched this from a League of Legends video that was talking about how to get more ranked games in, and like how to actually win your ranked games. And so the guy said, as a hypothetical, you sit down and you're like, because your stomach's rumbling, you're hungry, so you go make something to eat, and then you sit down again and you're like, oh damn, I didn't do my homework for class. So then you turn off League of Legends, you go and do your homework, and then you get back on again, and you're like, oh well, I didn't take the garbage out. So then you get all that other shit done, and then once you finish it, once you get all the things done, then you can finally focus on the gameplay. And that's the most important thing there. I have tried to spend time developing this philosophy, which is that you get all the other shit done you need to get done, and then you do whatever you want to do. And I haven't really found a way to explain that, and the way to explain that is do your dailies. So first is eat the food at home. So like, I have like a shit ton of subscription services that I can watch things on, and there's gonna be a point where like, the subscription services are gonna run out, and if I don't watch it whenever I have the chance to, I would be like, damn, I didn't have a chance to watch this. And then it will be for naught, because like I did have a chance to watch this. I just never really sat down and said, instead of me doing what I normally do, I'm gonna do something different. And the more you do different, the easier it gets to do different, which then makes you a better person, more rounded out person, and then from there you find other things a lot easier to get into. I am a bit cautious and a bit anxious to get into this goal and this plan, just because I'm so used to just doing nothing, and instead I'm going to just sit down and do it, because I think back to other things that I've done in the past. I have this mug from the game Getting Over It. It says I got over it with Benny Foddy. The reason why I got it was because I actually had beaten the game Getting Over It. Getting Over It is a very difficult game, but instead I buckled down, I focused hard, and I played and played and played and played and played. It took me like 4 hours in total time to beat the game, but I did it. I beat the game Getting Over It. And to be able to say that, it puts me in a bracket that a lot of people could not get into. Like, for example, I think back to this video of Markiplier playing Getting Over and getting so frustrated because he couldn't win it. Of course, that doesn't make me any better than a person. It just means that I am, what doesn't make me any better than any other person. The only person who makes me better than is myself, but myself from like the other day. So the only person I'm trying to be better than through all of this is being better than myself from yesterday. So if I can always beat yesterday's self, then that means I know I've accomplished something and I've gotten better at that thing. Most people say things like, just do the 1% better every day, and then like it compounds and that kind of stuff. There's like a 15,000 different philosophies for this kind of thing, and I'm just trying to keep it simple in the way that I know how to do it. And I know that there's going to be someone out there that's going to see this video and think, damn, this man is spitting. And this is also one of the reasons why I want to make this video, because for that kind of person, having something that says eat the food at home, get the things done that you can do right now instead of just trying to look for new things, or do your dailies where you just spend instead of spending your time getting you offset what needs to actually get done and fix it up so that once you need to focus on something, you no longer have anything that's impeding you from thinking. So I know that there's going to be somebody out there that sees this and thinks, wow, this is really profound. I didn't think of it like that. This is going to help me. And that's exactly what I've wanted. If I can help at least one person with this video, then that means I've done the right thing. Anyway, so what doing your dailies and eating the food at home looks like to me, it looks like me making a task list. So I got this advice from somebody that I currently don't talk to, but still they made a very good point, which is the idea that like whenever they were younger and they were being taken care of by their older sister tacked onto the wall a list of like, do you have your, because they were young and they were going to school, so the list said like, do you have your ID, you have your school shirt on, you have your pants on, you have your wallet, you have all these other different things, you have your phone, whatever things you had to have at the time before you go into school. And so by having that, it offsets the necessity of having a mental process that goes on every single time you want to wake up. You just read the list, and then if you're thinking about, and then you have free time thinking about, if you didn't finish your homework from last night or something. If I was busy thinking about if I forgot my lanyard, I wouldn't remember about doing my homework. So this is where the list comes in. So what I'm looking to do is from now on, whenever I wake up in the morning, I try to have 3 meals just in general, try to have 3 meals a day, and I want to make sure I have adequate water intake, because it's not very easy for me to keep that up. It's kind of annoying, honestly, because it makes me more sluggish as a person, and I'm so used to being sluggish that getting better just feels worse. Like, even though it's good for me, I know that it's good for me, I still can't do it because I'm so used to just like having like a shit just like system. And so with that being the case, here to change that right now. So what I'm going to do from now on, I'm gonna have it very clear listed so that there's no like question about it. Even a robot can do it. If a robot can do it, I can do it. Consistency is key, simplicity is key, keeping everything organized makes sure you can get the shit done. So we're going to get the shit done by keeping it organized. So simple, a robot can do it. A robot with like zero coding power at all. It's a fucking potato with a battery shoved up in one of its roots, right? So when I try and eat 3 square meals a day, so that's anywhere from 3 to 5 hours between every meal. I wake up at 6 in the morning, and one of the reasons why is because I enjoy waking up in the morning. I love waking up in the morning. Love waking up whenever the sun wakes up. It just makes me feel more motivated to get things done, like I have right here. Not for everyone. It's also because the place that I work, we have a bit of a haphazard schedule, and so I want to be able to, instead of me just sleeping an hour or 2 hours before the thing goes down, like I actually have to wake up and go to work. I want to just have a set time where I can just wake up and get this done and do this consistently, because it's going to be a lot easier for me to make a sleep schedule if I'm consistent in at least one thing. If I wake up at this... Sorry about that. My recording my recording software froze up and I was getting really concerned. I was literally gonna cry if this entire thing got removed, because it's 47 minutes of footage right now, and I'm still going strong. I think we're gonna be almost finished in a little bit, but if I can make it to like 50 minutes or an hour, I think I'll be good to go. Anyway, so right here, eat the food at home, do your dailies. First is gonna be kind of like doing your dailies. We'll do my dailies. Wake up at 6 a.m. Like I was saying, if I wake up at a consistent time for work, then that means that I don't have to worry about having to change whenever I go to sleep. I wake up at a certain time, and then every night I feel tired enough to be able to go to sleep and wake up just fine. So other things to do: drink water. I'm gonna have a bottle of water or something ready to drink in the morning, just so that I can have something to drink on whenever I wake up. Sometimes I'm super thirsty, like so thirsty my throat hurts. So if I have something to drink, then that means I'm a bit better off there. That'll lead me to feeling a bit more energized and just a bit more motivated to get other things done. Oh, also motivation, fuck it. Like, motivation is like a, let me see. It's like a crit. It's like a critical in a video game. Like you play an RPG or something, and like you get like that bit extra damage. That's all it is. If you have a high DPS already, you don't need to worry about getting crits or landing them. It's just that the crit will be like a little bit of icing on the cake. If you just wake up and do it, then you wake up and do it. Even if you're unmotivated, even if you're motivated, even if like everything in the stars are aligned for you to do this thing or to not do it, you still do it. So I have all these things planned. I have the mornings, the afternoon, the night, Monday through Sunday planned out. But the thing is, I know I'm not going to have all these habits. That's not the intention. I don't want to be like so habit focused that everything in my life turns to shit. It's the fact that I have these things going so that they will lead to me having at least something going. So it's like this TED Talk video that I watched where this guy was talking about how, to change the world, you make your bed, because if you get nothing done during the day, at least you come home to a fully made bed. At the moment, my bed is not made, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite there, but I'm gonna start doing that from now on too. Oh yeah, make your bed. Let me see. There we go. I'll just add a little bit here. We add and we going. You can add and subtract to your list. You don't have to be exact to it. It literally follows up with whatever things you can get done. Some people have the ability to work 13 hours a day. Some people don't. Anyway, so make breakfast, drink my water, make my bed. Whenever I physically get up and make my bed, and then take whatever trash out. And so this helps a lot, because what I end up doing a lot of times is I will literally just have things kind of like collecting, and then weeks pass, months pass, and then I just say, you know what, I'm gonna fix it now. And I spend hours and hours fixing it, and by the time that I finish, I'm exhausted. So if I were to, from now on, keep my room as spick and span as possible, that thing over there is gone, that water bottle over there is gone, This one, whenever I finish up, is gone. This cup is gone. And that toilet paper that I grabbed out, the tissue paper I grabbed out so I can clean my ear is gone. Then I don't have to worry about, I don't have to worry too much about, I don't have to worry too much about trying to fix things whenever weeks and months pass by. I can just get it done and then go from there. So, in the afternoon, go to work. This is just saying that around, the 7 a.m. to like 3 p.m. time, I'm going to work, right? So, I want to try and have lunch around 11, 12 o'clock, because I'll be waking up at 6 in the morning, maybe have like breakfast around 7, or just 6:30 or something like that. Do some push-ups whenever I get home. One of the most important things to do in order to keep from having burnout happen is to stay, exercised up. You have your basic necessities matched, and exercise is definitely one of those things. And this is where the thing really comes in. If I have 6 hours of sitting on my ass, and I devote one of those, if not a quarter of an hour, to aim training or like just playing a video game and practicing a bunch, in like weeks time, I'll be way up here, way up there in skill. And it is incredible to think that I have not done it until now. And I mean, the answer is simple. I just didn't feel like doing it. It's the same thing with push-ups, I used to do enough push-ups so I could do like 40 at a time, or 50, not in one sitting, but just like not at once, but like in one sitting. Like I was in the mindset, I was dedicated to doing the push-ups. I actually was able to get 50 done, or like 100 or something, right? Right now, I can barely do 30 consistently, and over time, if I do more and more push-ups, I'll be able to do 40, 50, or 60 without stopping, and that'll be wonderful. But anyway, yeah, so if I don't have something to watch or something that I want to do, I train, right? But like the idea is that instead of me just sitting around and getting watching movies and anime for hours and hours and hours at a time, I can do this instead and basically hold off from doing either of these things until I do this right here. If I can finish this, ding 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 ding, I've completed the goal. I've completed the quest. I get my quest rewards later, and this will come around later, right? Whenever I do these and I stop getting that like immediate satisfaction, this will become fun. This will become enjoyable, and this right here will end up being way more beneficial than me just sitting around and like forcing gameplay for like 7 hours. But anyway, we continue on. At night, just in general, I want to try and have dinner around 5 to 7 o'clock, and try not to watch any videos or just be on the computer at all. Like zilch. I don't want to do it because it's not healthy, and it's not conducive of a positive sleep schedule or just one that is consistent. Like I'm sure everybody's heard about it. Blue light, bad for your brain, make you think you're awake, you stay awake longer, can't go to sleep. So I wear these glasses. I don't think they have blue light, but they have UV protection. Also, they're really cool. But anyway, I do something like this, something a lot more relaxing and stuff. But this one's really gonna be important for me. It's the whole reason why I made this video in the first place. If nothing else is done during this entire time, I want to at least do this. Now, I have been able to wake up consistently around 9 o'clock or like 8:30, and I've been able to wake up around 8 o'clock, and I'll just sit in my bed for like 2 hours. Instead of doing that from now on, I'll do something else instead, right? If I have a lot of free time, maybe I can switch over doing like some like aim training or something in the morning before I go to work. I go to work at noon tomorrow, so I'll wake up and I'll have if I were to go to sleep at 6 o'clock right now, which I'm not gonna go to sleep at 6 o'clock, I have to edit this video. I would have 6 hours to get whatever I wanted done, and you know, that's what, an hour to make breakfast, 30 minutes if I'm being really quick. So then I'll have 5 hours and 30 minutes to do whatever I wanted to get done. And you know, if I were to spend 5 hours editing, like 4 hours even editing a video, that's 4 hours. You know, that's me almost having a video finished. I could probably have a video out in that time and have no problem. But anyway, yeah. So that's kind of the idea. Is that morning, afternoon, and night, I do those. And in any given week, you know, on Monday, take the trash out, and I'm gonna try and stream every Monday. On Wednesday, take a shower. On Thursday, take the trash out. On Friday, I have a video that I post onto my YouTube channel. So video once a week, stream once a week. Video once a week, stream once a week. If I can make more videos, I make more videos. If I can stream more, I can stream more. But I want to try and do this because I know this is the bare minimum. I need to grow my YouTube channel, and I need to make more streaming content. I have a backlog of streams I can make into YouTube videos, and I'm going to do that because not everybody can catch my streams whenever they happen. So this will be the best thing for me, because I'll be able to have a viewer base that can actually catch this, and at some point I'm gonna catch up. At some point I'm gonna get so good at video editing, I'll be able to make 2 or 3 videos at any given moment, and from there I'll be able to stream the video, and then maybe I'll start streaming more often. Maybe I'll start making videos more often. But for now, bare minimum. Don't stress it out too much. Don't try to add too many things. I know at some point I'm gonna get bored of doing this stuff, and I'm gonna want to quit after the second or third day. But I'm gonna try and stick it through, because I want to be able to make a video next Thursday, saying, next Friday, post on Friday, saying if any of this stuff is continued on. Have I been able to do this? On Friday, make my video. Saturday, I shower, so I shower 2 times a week. I want to shower 2 times a week because showering multiple times, like during the week, actually can reduce the amount of like natural oils that will build up in your skin, and I really don't want to strip my skin of oil, so I want to try and keep it as little as possible without, you know, stinking to high heaven. You know, I don't want to like be the kind of guy who doesn't shower for 3 weeks and smells like a garbage dump. But yeah, still make a video of a week, see what happens. I still have attention is to keep the core going, which is to make the video every week saying if I was able to make the sleep habit more often. This video is about trying to see if I can make the sleep habit more often, and that's the biggest thing. So that's pretty much it. This is possible. I'm going to do this, and if anybody wants to follow along, they can. But you know, I intend to have this stuff work for myself. Of course, like I said, this isn't for everybody. I'm not trying to make this for everybody, but this just for those people who can in fact make a schedule like this work, a schedule like this happen. If y'all like this kind of content, let me know. I'm gonna try and start making more stuff and just seeing how it goes. And I don't know. Hopefully everything works out for me in the future, and hopefully years pass by and I actually see a lot of like growth in my ability to make stuff. To reach the top would be lonely, but it would also mean that people who reach the top always say that that they did it and ultimately got to being lonely. But for me, I think my biggest inspiration as to why that's not the case is because I don't want to do it alone. If I can get all my friends and like people that I care about together and on the top as well, that means that I will not be alone. I'll have people around me who also have the same mental and stuff like that. But anyway, this video is going to be like an hour long. So I think I'm going to cut it for now. Please stay safe. If you haven't gotten your corona shot yet, Jesus Christ, free up storage space. Shut up. Actually, what does this say? Oh my gosh, yeah, I have. Okay, yeah, I was planning on deleting content off of my thing anyway, so I'm going to going to, for now, go ahead and call the video. I'm gonna throw it up in Hit Film Studio, slap on some lo-fi music for an hour or something, and then call it a fucking day. Ah, shit! I should have streamed lo-fi while this was playing. God damn, that would have been so much easier. I would have been able to slap the shit. Anyway, it's fine. Actually, shit, Harris Heller would be pretty nice here. Like a nice little chill beats, and pretty much just like nothing really have to worry about after that. Otherwise, this was just like an hour fucking long. I would like to say, if everything that I do works out, I make it to a ability to get to being a successful YouTuber/influencer in the next few years. I see a lot of growth and a lot of success, and like just in general, like I'm able to make money from being able to do this as a full-time job. I will have no one to thank except you, the guy or gal or non-binary pal who looked at this video and said, oh, okay, why the fuck is this showing up in my recommended? I guess I'll just give it a look and go from there. Or maybe you deliberately searched for my content. I don't know how the fuck you did that, because nothing's showing up from any of my streams or anything like that. But anyway, maybe you watched this video, maybe you got to the end of it, and if you got to the end of it, thank you so much, because I'm sure a lot of people would not do that. A lot of people will just click on the first 2-3 minutes of my video and just zoom through, because I don't really know how to make videos with a high click-through rate, or at least not yet. I'm not gonna make fucking reaction videos all day. Anyway, so it is because of you. Even if you do nothing, even if you don't give a fuck and you just like dislike this video and call it a day, still you gave it a watch, and that means everything to me. You could have the fact that it even showed up and that you wanted to see it through and see what I had to talk about means everything, because it means that I at least influenced one person. I was able to inspire one person by my words alone and the effort that I'm putting into it, as little effort or as much effort as I can, and it means I've reached somebody, and that means everything. Just because I was able to do that, that means I can do the next thing and the next thing, and that means that I can slowly build up to getting to where I can actually be a successful YouTuber/influencer. I can do this to make a full-time job, and if I do that, there's nobody I can thank but you. And the fact that I'm able to do this right now is enough of a blessing in of itself. I have the free time to do so. I have the people that I can rely on to help me whenever I need to get things done, and everything else will come about it, and maybe this whole thing will work out, and instead of me psyching myself out and freaking out about it, I'll just be able to get these things done. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching my content, for watching my streams, for looking at my Twitter, looking at my TikTok, whatever thing you follow, doesn't matter. In any case, this has been Snoozy Boy. Not the fucking last time you'll see me. Not the last time you see my black ass, that's for sure. And I'm gonna take a nap.